The Rainforest Chica whipped hair butter kit is 2 ounces of cupuaçu butter, 2 ounces of muru muru butter, and half an ounce of pracaxi and Brazil nut oils. That's just the best stuff that you can find for your hair. To make whipped butter, I use my makeshift double boiler. It's a clean and dry glass container and a pot. I need a container to whip. I need spatulas, scissors, a little container. It can be anything for you to keep your whipped butter, essential oils if you choose so to use essential oils, and a mixer. That's all you need. The best way to get my butters inside the little glass jar, my whole thing, is cutting the container. So I cut, and I cut, and I use my little spatulas, and I get the whole thing inside the container. And I'll do the same thing with the muru muru. For our next step, our makeshift double boiler. A little pot, a little water, and just sink your jar in there. Make sure that no water gets inside. If you want to cover it, you can. And heat works best. And you have to wait for it all to melt, and it takes just a few minutes, so don't go anywhere. Don't let it melt too much or for too long. So now the butter is all melted. Everything is really liquid. Be very careful because the jar will be very hot, and you don't want any of the water around the jar to get inside your other pot. So you just pour. Just make sure that you hold with a little rag, and you don't let any water in here. Okay? And now just fridge. Look, it's very liquid. Just put in the fridge to cool down a little bit. So I take my butter from the fridge. It's been about 20 minutes. I waited too long. It's kind of a little bit hard, but you can still try to start whipping that, okay? You're just gonna make it easier. It's gonna make your whipping so much faster. I do recommend you play it, whip it good, da-da-da-da-da, a little Devo for the whipping part. So let's start whipping. While I whip, I use my little spatula to get this, the extra from the walls, and I keep whipping. I'm gonna show you guys how it should look like in about 2 minutes. This is what my butter looks like after 2 minutes of whipping. It's lighter, it's fluffier, it's about 2 times the first, the original volume. And what I like to do is I get my little spatula or a spoon or a big spatula, and I get from the walls. I go down a little bit. I want to whip a little bit longer. I want to just get more air into this mix, so it's going to be lighter when you put in your hair, even though I do use this butter for face and body too. So let's whip it for a little bit longer, okay? So let's start whipping. This is what my butter looks like after 4 minutes of whipping. It went faster because I forgot the butter in the fridge, so it was kind of very cold when I started whipping. This butter is a sensitive butter. The melting point is not that high, so keep it in lower, cooler temperatures. You cannot take it with you in your purse in summertime. After I whip it, I take it back to the fridge for a little bit just to set. Apparently they do set. And then I transfer to my little containers. I try to transfer to 2 containers, so one I can have in my bathroom and another one in the fridge. This butter can be used many ways, like I said before, but I also use it for my face. And it's really a beautiful, beautiful butter. It's amazing. You'll be very happy with it. So this Rainforest Chica whipped hair butter kit. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope you just fully enjoyed this amazing butter. I'm Chris, and thank you for watching.